Wait, what have I said?
She said you've been abusive.
What are the words that I used?
She said you've been abusive. That's what
What are
she
the
said.
words that I
If
used?
you listen to me, she said you've been abusive.
Okay,
Right?
and
I ask you to stop using that.
right.
Stop being abusive to people. It's their
Okay,
choice.
but
if they
you're
wanna take the
hold on a second. You
stand.
don't even know what they said. What I said.
She's told me you've been using abusive language.
What words?
I'm going to be standing up here listening to you.
Okay, with pleasure. No problem. You can
If I
listen.
hear anything offensive,
Yeah,
you'll either be arrested
yeah.
or told to move, all right?
Okay, fine, no problem.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've just been visited by 3 people from the British Transport Police. Welcome to the experiment. Lovely to have you on board. And he is here to make sure that I don't say anything that is abusive. Which is an interesting point, isn't it, sir? Because the question is, who defines what is abusive? Can you tell me, officer, how do you define abusive?
Not getting into any of these games, mate. Right, you've been told.
Yeah.
So the response from him was, I'm not getting into any of these games, matey. But that not is really unfair, isn't it? He suggested that he's standing here to make sure that I behave myself and say all the right things and that nobody disagrees with anything I say, never mind freedom of speech. He's suggesting that I'm not allowed to say anything abusive, but he's not telling me what exactly is the definition of abusive. And my next question for you guys in fancy dress is, who is responsible for someone's feelings? Who is responsible for your feelings, officer? Am I responsible for your feelings or are you?
So,
Yeah.
take it out of my face a minute.
No, okay.
Just listen.
Please don't get close to me. I don't like it when you get close to me. Yeah, but I don't want you that close. Just stand a little bit back. Stand a little bit back, yeah.
If you say anything threatening, abusive,
Yeah.
you have a member of the public
Yeah,
that complains that they feel that they've been threatened, abused,
yeah,
our presence, we're going to do something about it, okay?
yeah. I've heard that, right. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to carry on.
So, ladies and
The interesting route of the flight from Tokyo to London. Notice how, right after takeoff, the flight heads north. Notice how the flight is now passing over the Bering Strait that separates Alaska from Russia, and then very close to the North Pole. The flight lasts about 15 hours. The distance traveled is 8,130 miles. Do you know why the plane follows this route?
Refused a request from the Home Office to house migrants. What did they offer you and why did you turn it down?
Well, it was a considerable amount of money, Beverly. It was probably double what we would normally make on a good year, because they offered full occupancy on a rolling contract for a year.
So how does that work? Somebody literally just picks up the phone to you, or do they send you a letter?
They sent us a letter first,
Right.
And to be honest with you, I thought it was a joke. And
because of the amount of money they were offering.
well, I just couldn't believe that the government wanted to put, illegal migrants up in 4-poster beds.
Yeah.
At Camelot Castle. I mean, it was absolutely remarkable. It would have destroyed the village because one of the things they said is to lay off all the staff, and all but 2, because they do
bring their own
they do
staff
meals
in.
on wheels. You clean the rooms once a week.
You're probably a big employer in the village.
Well, a major employer in the village and locally, and of course those jobs in a village like Tintagel, they wouldn't be replaced.
No.
So, but also they would have stacked the place up with about 300 people, and you then have those people wandering around the village. I don't know whether they intended to contain them or whether they would be allowed out and about. I know in other areas, certainly hotels in Newquay have had some serious problems because there were a few hotels that did take the migrants there.
Presumably people who stay at your hotel then spend their money in the village.
Well, of course they do. They do spend their money there, and it would have destroyed the local economy. It's hard to say how many hundreds of thousands of pounds our guests spend in the village, but certainly a fair amount. But it's also the cultural degradation that goes along with this.
Toddler was suspended from a nursery after they were accused of being transphobic or homophobic. I just cannot believe this. The Department of Education data revealed the child is either 3 or 4 years old. The Department of Education spokesman said all pupils and staff should feel safe, I can't believe I'm reading this, should feel safe and protected at school and should never face violence or abuse. The Education Secretary has been clear that she expects school leaders to enforce good behaviour, and we are committed to a comprehensive programme of behaviour to support all schools. I'm lost for words, Adam.
Well, I've got to say, this school needs to be looked at, and the people making the decisions in the school need to be investigated, because a 3 or 4 year old, I've got a 5-year-old girl at home, she doesn't know anything about the world. She just about knows, you know, her name and a few things she's learned at school. This is ridiculous. I'm called transphobic because I don't want men in women's spaces. I don't believe men can become women, which is a fact. Yeah, so I get labelled transphobic for those views, and they shouldn't be in sports either. But a toddler,
yeah,
come on, this is disgraceful. This school needs to be looked at immediately, because this is astounding.
I don't believe in any asylum. I really don't. I think we have taken more than our fair share in this country. I feel very sorry for the little towns, little villages that these people have been put, where people have lived all their lives and they're frightened. They're absolutely frightened.
Do you feel sorry for the people who are fleeing war? Do you feel sorry for people fleeing persecution?
I think there's far too much made of this, that they're fleeing wars.
Okay.
Right. All right. Jackie, you want? Thank you.
Some people are going to watch that and think, what is she talking about?
Is there a war in Algeria? Is there a war in Morocco? Is there a war? Where are they coming from?
Well,
Syria?
You had Alistair Campbell right fucking there, and she squished in. We have had our fair share. Not like we've not done anything. Done more than our fair share, but the bullshit they feed us, fleeing a war, so they're fleeing. Why are they coming through fucking 6 or 7 different countries to get here? That's the bit what's annoying people. And people are fucking scared. You had the Tories clearing backlogs. Keir Starmer's done it, clearing backlogs of thousands of people. We don't know who they are, we don't know where they've come from, we don't know the criminal record, we know the history of these people. But yeah, we get people still going, oh, you can't say that, you're talking rubbish, you don't know what you're talking about, until it affects you. Until it affects you, and then that's when you chip in then. 100% correct. The point that that's just bullshit fed to us. And it is, and it's a massive, massive, massive issue in this country. And the sooner we get that in our heads, the better. I am seeing so many videos. There's a video that went viral of a guy walking around Liverpool saying, I don't even understand what's going on in Liverpool anymore. And that's the way we're going, people.
London is Muslim. The mayor of Birmingham is a Muslim. The mayor of Leeds is Muslim. The mayor of Blackburn is Muslim. The mayor of Sheffield is Muslim. The mayor of Oxford is a Muslim. The mayor of Luton is a Muslim. The mayor of Oldham is a Muslim. The mayor of Rochdale is a Muslim. All of this was achieved by only 4 million Muslims out of the 66 million people in England. Today in England, there are over 3,000 mosques. There are over 130 Sharia courts in England, and there are more than 50 Sharia councils. 78% of Muslim women do not work and receive state support and free accommodation. 63% of Muslims do not work and receive state support and free housing. State-supported Muslim families have an average of 6 to 8 children who all receive free accommodation. Every school in the UK is required to teach about Islam. The #1 most common baby name in England is Muhammad. This is not immigration, this is invasion.
Your approval rating is lower than Nigel Farage's right now, which...
You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now, are you?
Younger generation, they don't know what it means to be British. So can you tell me, what does it mean to you to be British?
So to be British is, to me,
First of all, the core of being British is our Christian heritage. I'm a Christian pastor. We sing a lot of gospel music. So the Christian heritage to me is the most important thing. I believe that when we let go as a nation of that Christian heritage, we let go of a uniting force that was more powerful than music, that was more powerful than any political figure. And we need to come back to that uniting power now. We need to come back to Christianity, back to Jesus Christ, and then we can fight any plan of darkness or evil, and that's what it really is in the modern day. It's good versus evil. So we have to pick our side. If we're picking good, then Jesus Christ is the ultimate good. Strategy of infiltrating the universities, the colleges, the education system, and they've successfully done it over a long period of time. And so you see the youth coming through. When I was, okay, I'm not going to give away my age, but when I was in sixth form, that's when we first started hearing about social sciences. And we're thinking, what is this social sciences? And right through the progression of social sciences, we've seen all of this LGBTQ thing come in, this transgenderism, and this, like you said, the removal of God, where we don't need a God anymore. Our identity can be our sexuality. Our identity can be our skin color. And then they remove the identity of Christ. So that's what's happening.
Why don't you go back to where you came from, eh? Leave these fellas alone, they got work to do. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. No, no bullshit, mate. No, hard as nails. Why don't you fuck off? Go back to where you came from, Abdul. London, mate. London. Fucking London. Anglo-Saxon English. So fuck off back to where you came from. You have no business here with a mask. No, you don't. Fuck off. Don't touch me, Abdul. I'll break you in the street right now. Don't touch me. Go back to where you came from, sunshine. You have no business in this country. And you have no business here. Go away. Go back to where you come from. You're worthless. You're a coward. You wear a mask. You have no business here. Take your mask off, you wanker. Take your mask off, you wanker.
Take your mask off. Take your mask off. Take your fucking mask. Racist, mate. Racist.
What do you fucking think? Oh, this is bullshit. Now fuck off back to where you came from.